like high tech. I love it. Okay, now we are officially on. Okay, thank you all so much for being here. We're going to start out. I thought it would be really neat to have somebody speak to us that has never gone to convention before, because I think it's such a cool experience. So I'm going to turn this over to Christy and let her introduce herself and let her tell us what her experience was like. So Christy?
Hello, my name is Christy Selter, and I did go to convention this year for the first time, and I loved it. I had no idea what to expect, but I'm telling you, PleXus does it right. I was impressed by the magnitude when all of those people were in the main auditorium, the arena, I guess the garden arena. And I felt like I was at a New Kids on the Block concert, which I can say now because they're like New Kids are coming back. But so I'm not dating myself yet very much. But I did feel like I was at a concert, and even they were just talking about the new product, and everyone was like, "Wow!" And I feel like the everything was high quality. We got this backpack, which is so nice. I expected it to be like a little cheap drawstring kind of backpack thing when I saw the pictures, but it's so nice. And they even gave us 7 days of Slim in it, and this awesome notebook that I took a bunch of notes in while I was there at convention. I loved it. Everything PleXus does is high quality, which I appreciate. Very classy. I was Terry Joe's +1 when we went to the winner's dinner, and everything was so nice. There was so much silverware there. We were discussing we're having discussions about which one should be used first because it was way too fancy for me. But everything was very classy and very fun. And I just loved being surrounded by like-minded people. It was great to know that you're sitting in there in a room full of 12,000 like-minded people was really awesome. Every time they had someone up that gave testimony, I bawled like a baby. So next time if you go to convention, make sure you bring tissues in your bag because there's lots and lots of tears happening for sure. And it's just evident that the one PleXus culture that they've created is a force to be reckoned with. Everywhere you went in town or on the plane or in the airport. I mean, I made 5 new Facebook friends in the airport waiting for my flight home. And now we're all in a group message, encouraging each other and holding each other accountable. It's incredible. We never knew each other before. And half of us don't even live in this area, but we had our PleXus backpacks. So we just started talking, and it's that one PleXus culture that is really neat to be a part of. I really, really love that for sure. Let's see. I love that the crowd was very engaged, even if it was just some random person getting an award and they were speaking. Everyone was really focused and paying attention and giving all of their energy and love to whoever was on stage, which was awesome. And it was awesome to see Terry, Joe, and Jenny go on stage. So that was fun. And so let's see, I made some notes. Okay, so yeah, the crowd was really engaged, except when they were talking about the science behind the new products. Everyone was like, and of course, I was like, what? Tell me everything. And I was taking all kinds of notes because that's my thing. I love that. So I love that they kind of appealed to all the personalities, right?
Yes.
So I do have some advice for people that are going to go to convention next year. I wear comfortable shoes because I still have blisters on my toes. There's a lot of walking. You think that you're just going to sit, but there's so much walking from the rooms to the meals, to the convention center, to the auditorium and all that stuff. There's tons of walking. I would bring more cash with me because I didn't have enough cash to, like, I had to go to the ATM or use my credit card. So I would bring more cash, and I would make more time for the store. Terry Jo and I went one time to the store, and I wish that I did not realize that they were closing so early the last day. I thought I could still go there like before. I had to leave early. I missed the Kelly Clarkson concert. But I heard it was great. And so I thought I could just swing on over there anytime, but the store is limited. I would like plan my more time at the store because I feel like they have really cool stuff there and I really wanted to get more. And I didn't get to go get that new product, the X Factor Plus, because I was planning on doing that, but they were already closed. And I would also make more time for photos. I never even saw the big photo background that had the giant slim packet that Amy has and like the giant glass of slim. I don't even know where that was, but I would definitely will make time for more walking around and kind of doing fun stuff like that for sure at my next convention. And I'm excited about it. There was one other thing I was going to say and I can't think of it now. But anyway, definitely plan on going to convention. I absolutely loved it. The pleximonies, the testimonies that they had people come up and say were incredible. They were educational, they were inspirational, and I loved it. And I love that they picked a wide variety of people. It wasn't just all diamonds talking. They really did a good job of getting people from men and women and of all different ranks to give their advice and give their testimony and all that stuff. I really, really got a lot. I feel like I got a lot out of it for sure. And I loved the one morning that was separate training for you went to like your rank-based training. And so Heather and I sat there in the gold training and that was really fun. My favorite, Sarah Marble, was one of the speakers. So I was a little fangirl for her. I love her. And so I got a lot. I mean, Heather and we got hand cramps. We were taking so many notes during that session. So it was amazing. Yeah, I loved it.
That's so great. Well, it's definitely interesting, I think, for us to see it, like Julianne, Amy, Mindy, we were all at the very first one that we got to attend, 2014. So I bet it's really incredible to see how much we've evolved and the different things in the breakout sessions and things like that. I think that's phenomenal that PleXus is taking it to that level. So it's a really exciting time for sure. And look at all the things that we have now. So
I know.
it's just getting better and better. That's what's so amazing. So I am going to pass it over to Miss Julianne because she's going to go over Lexi, which is the new personal assistant, and just kind of tell us what they touch base on.
On Lexi? Okay, so I'm going to pull over because I'm driving so that I can like look at y'all. So one of the things that they are really stepping up, I think, well, I can tell, is the technology for PleXus. And I personally get really nervous when they start changing the technology because all had a terrible experience with that one back office. But they really are trying to improve things and make things better for us. So Lexi is the new app that they've designed that is can help us. They say it will help us with prospecting, customers, and building our team. And I have downloaded it. Amy is my Lexi guinea pig right now. I put her in as a contact so that I can see what it does back and forth with her and with me because I wanted to try it with Amy before I send it to like a new ambassador or something. And so far, it's really cool. I'm not going to lie and tell y'all I know all the ins and outs of it because I don't. There is a Facebook page called Lexi by PleXus. And the guy did like a live video today on it. And they have updates and people ask questions and they explain some things. So I would encourage you to go and join that Facebook page. Lexi is $29.99 a quarter. So it's basically $10 a month. And so it is a service that we pay for, but I think it's going to be a very useful service. Obviously, once we figure out the best way to use it and the best way to execute that, I think it's going to be really, really cool and save us some time and help us follow up. The other thing, this wasn't part of what I was supposed to talk about, but I did want to mention the one takeaway I had from convention. Carrie Wilkerson, the Barefoot CEO, was up there talking, and she talked about Ron Wayne, who was one of the 3 founders of Apple. And she mentioned him, and she said, do y'all know that Ron Wayne cashed out his shares of Apple for $800? And the whole room just like gasped, like, oh my God, like how devastating is that it would be worth billions now, billions. And she said, you know, he didn't want to put the work in. He didn't see the vision for the company. He didn't know if it would work. He didn't know if it would be successful. He didn't know if it would be a failure. And so he quit and he got out and he took his $800. And as we're all sitting here like feeling so sorry for Ron Wayne, right? She said something that I can't forget. She said, everybody sitting in this room, if you're not down here where the jewels are sitting, you're a Ron Wayne, because you are sitting, she said, first of all, you're one of the founders of PleXus, and you are sitting on a gold mine and an unbelievable once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And if you're not smart enough to see it and work for it and not quit and go for it, then you can be just like Ron Wayne. And that really resonated with me when she told that story. So I just wanted to share that with y'all because it really is very powerful. I mean, think about how old Mary Kay is and what a legacy company that is. If you could have been in on Mary Kay when it was 6 or 7 years old, just think about what that would be like. And that's where we all are. So anyway, but convention was amazing. Kelly Clarkson was amazing. And it was just a great event for sure.
I am so excited. Yes. So Lexi, I was going to say though, so Cheyenne's added me on the Lexi app. So I have been getting the same things like you've been sending to Amy. But I think what's really cool too is it's been sending me, because I did join and everything. I haven't gotten to put my info in yet, but it sends you text messages to like remind you about IPAs and what you should be doing and just some things that you could be doing along the way. So I think it's a good app to get if you're kind of stuck in like, where do I go next? So it's definitely going to be a good tool, and I think it'll be beneficial. So look into it, and if you need more information, I'm meeting with Cheyenne in the morning, so I will find out more information and post it for you guys if she has an insight to some other things about it. But I will get some notes tomorrow for sure. So the next thing we're going to talk about is Leaders Retreat. And it's going back to Orlando. That was the very first one that we did in 2014. It was so much fun back then too as well. Every one of them is fun. They get better and better. But it's October 18th through the 22nd. So I want everyone on this call right now to write that date down, because everyone in this call is going to be there. So write it down, make it a goal, take a look at the qualifications, see what you need. Cheyenne posted a little graphic too that'll show you different ways that you can qualify for Leaders Retreat. Some of them are called high PV, some are called, building your team. So I'll post that as well and share that with you guys. It kind of gives you a guideline of what you can do to get to Leaders Retreat. So take a look, map it out for yourself. You've got started June 1st, and you'll have through August 31st at 11:59 p.m. EST. So take a look and map that out, because we want everyone to be there. It's really a fun and exciting thing to do, and you kind of feel really special because you're a leader on a pretty cool company. So try and get there if you can, and then ask for help along the way if you need some help. So that's what we're here for. But I will again post all the qualifications. It's October 18th through the 22nd. And take a look at what you need to qualify, which is 775 credits right now. And then, of course, if you build upon that, you'll get more and more things. So definitely try and make that a goal. I think that would be awesome to have even more people there each year as we build and grow. So, and from all over. So, because we have some people joining that are all over the world. Okay, so our next thing we'll talk about, we're gonna start going over the new products, because I want to just touch base quickly, because I think, we're all seeing the graphics, but I like to hear more in-depth stuff. Jenny's gonna cover the vital biomes, so I'm gonna let her take over and introduce herself.
Okay, I am not gonna claim to be like some expert on the products like Christy. I totally might put Christy to shame by my description, but this has been my takeaway from it, because obviously when they introduced it, I was like, why do we need another probiotic? We market it, we talk about we have the best probiotic on the market, And then when I did a little bit more research after coming home from Vegas, I kind of saw where they were going. Apparently, a lot of people requested a high CFU. They wanted more, so more. ProBio 5 only has 5 billion strands, and I guess that's not a super high amount. So instead of remarketing or taking ProBio 5 and revamping that, because we have already spent a lot of money on clinical studies proving that triplex help with weight loss, and we would end up losing me. We remarketed the ProBio 5 because all those clinical studies would be scratched. Basically, they would be null and void. So instead, they added this new probiotic that has 20 billion CFUs in it. And really, the strands focus on clinically studied strands that focus on mood, anxiety, depression, as well as gut health. So that's really the direction they took with this new Vital Biome. Okay, so I started taking it in Vegas, and I really, really love it. It's been a week, so I've been taking it for a week, and I really love it. The first thing I noticed was, well, first of all, it's only one. The serving size is only one, which is nice, and the pills are small, which is nice because some of our pills are horse pills. I mean, they're big, so this one is small. And I like that we only have to take one instead of, like with the ProBio 5, I take 4. So adding more pills can kind of be a little bit of a deterrent to some people. So this is only one, but I really noticed a difference in my gut in Vegas. I don't, when I travel, I really struggle with my gut. And I didn't have any issues after adding this little bad boy when I was traveling. I know that's brave of me to like throw in a crazy probiotic into my regimen while traveling, but it really did help me when I was traveling. So that's the first thing I noticed. Second thing, I really do notice a difference in my mood. Just like with the Edge, like I look forward to taking the Edge because I like the feeling that it gives me. Like I just notice a difference in my mood. That's how I feel with Vital Biome. I feel like it really has helped with my mood. I'm an anxious person. I've always been an anxious person. I have definitely noticed a difference with this Vital Biome. So that's another thing I've noticed. I love that we are going towards being a gut health company. That is really exciting to me. I feel like, and they kept on saying this, Cindy Latham said this, that we want to lead. We want to be ahead of the research, ahead of the medical field. We want to be what other companies look up to. That's how we want PleXus to be. And gut health is everything. And gut health is the future of medicine. And that's where we're going. And that to me was super, super exciting. I really, really liked how they're thinking. Okay, let me see. This is considered a true biotic, but you still need the ProBio 5 because the ProBio 5 has the antifungal in it. This does not have an antifungal. So you do need both of them, which I did kind of struggle with that because I'm like, man, I feel like we're just kind of asking more of our customers. Well, you need this and you need this. But what I love about it is, and raise your hand if you've had this happen, so many people buy the triplex, right? So many of our ambassadors buy the triplex because that's what everyone should be on. And then month 2 or month 3, they don't need any BioCleanse, right? Because they're backed up on BioCleanse. They don't need the 4-a-day. So then their PV drops for those wholesale ambassadors and we don't get the points for it. So strictly from the marketing aspect of it and from growing your business and your business stability, I like having a product, this and the X Factor Plus, that would be in addition to the triplex in case they don't need any BioCleanse or, whatever. So we're still getting that 100 PV that we need for our business. So I do like that aspect of it. There was one other thing. Okay, I love the graphic that Julianne posted about, because this totally made sense to me. The weed, the seed, the feed, and the protect. So this is really seeding. This is seeding your gut. And if y'all haven't seen that, then we can post that again. But I feel like that this is a great description of the 5 products that we really want people to be on. to really explain Slim has a new XOS and what's the deal with the X Factor Plus. It really kind of made sense to me when I saw that graphic. So that's a good graphic to pass on to anybody else. And I think that we are still waiting for information on how to get them started on, like if a new ambassador comes to you, a new customer comes to you and said, do I take this all together? Like we're kind of waiting on a new schedule. We have the schedule of how to start with Triplex, but we have these 2 other products that we kind of have to ease into. So we're still kind of waiting for more information on corporate with that. I did see one, and I can't remember what I read, but I did see one of how to ease it in, like start with the Triplex, and then the second month start with the add Vital Biomin, and then the third month add X Factor Plus. I think that was it. But they're still going to be sending out more information about these 2 new products and how to incorporate them in our routine. But anyway, I love it. I'm a fan for sure.
I'm excited to try it. I can't wait to get it. So, but no, that's great. You know what I did? Yolanda was going to speak to us about Consistency Club, and I have 2 different sets of notes on this one. I didn't have her in the right order. So Yolanda, I'm going to unmute you and let you go over that real quick in between the products. And I can't see her, but we're going to hear from her. Let's see, there she is. Okay.
Oh, did you say Yolanda? Can y'all hear me? I'm sorry, I didn't even know I was supposed to be talking. What am I supposed to talk about?
Oh, Consistency Club. I thought that I had messaged you about.
Oh, I didn't know you wanted me to talk about it. I thought you wanted me to talk to you about it. Okay. Oh, gosh, you guys.
Hey, you've got notes.
Okay.
Together, we'll figure it out together for sure. So you just.
Oh my gosh, can you let someone else go first while I go get my notebook?
Sure, absolutely. I'm going to go over X Factor, and then we'll touch base. We'll pull everybody together that was there to help with Consistency Club, because I think they've added a few things. So let me talk about X Factor real quick. Let me go over that. So I'm going to go off of just what I found, because I was not there, but I heard Helen McFadden, correct, had a unbelievable testimony. So I always like her. She and Sonia Dudley are power partners. They have done another direct marketing company prior to this. So I always like hearing from those 2. Sonia Dudley is one that the videos got me from the beginning. I really enjoyed her. She is so much fun. So watching those 2, I bet was really exciting. But Helen McFadden, I did watch that video, and wow, just when we didn't think X Factor could get any better, right? So they added some things. So this is the X Factor Plus. And I'm just going to read to you a couple of graphics that I got. And it says bioactive and bioavailable, so your body can actually use the ingredients, complete with 100% or more of the daily value of the 19 essential nutrients, delivering a high potency full spectrum of B vitamins, which we all know we need B vitamins, giving you over 50 naturally occurring trace minerals, good for your gut, which we're all about gut health, free of binders that slow down absorption. And that's something you need to talk to your customers about. That's originally, even with the X Factor that we started with, that's big for our company and different, is we have an absorption rate that is unbelievable for vitamins. And you can tell your customers, and I give this analogy all the time, you know, we talk about pee and poop. That's just who we are. But I always say, have you ever taken a multivitamin, gone to the bathroom, and your pee is like neon yellow? That's exactly what we're trying to do, is keep the absorption in your body. So if you're absorbing those nutrients and getting what you're supposed to have, you're also going to absorb better the Slim, the probiotic, everything else that you're taking is going to even be better because of your absorption rate with the aloe that we put into the X Factor and X Factor Plus. So it's a quickly dissolving capsule, gluten-free, of course, 100% vegetarian and non-GMO. So we are taking our products and making sure they're 100% non-GMO at this point. So they put it down as redefining the multivitamin, which is true. So it takes it to a whole new level, helping you stay healthy, feel better, and give your body the very best. And I'm sure that you guys have seen the post where it talks about the hot flashes and things like that. And we can actually post that because there is research that we have done that we can actually make that claim. So use that post because we're able to use it and throw it out there. And I think this is huge, if you guys can see this graphic, because we have so many people, it might be backwards, but helps reduce menopause symptoms. How many people, do we know that struggle with that, or the hormones, or the people that have even had hysterectomies? My sister had a hysterectomy at 32. She has struggled so much with finding something to help her. So X Factor Plus includes clinically demonstrated levels of grapeseed extract, which has been shown to help reduce some of the physical symptoms of menopause. Yes. So reduces hot flashes, reduces tiredness, helps with those who have difficulty sleeping. So I know Kevin and Cheyenne have been really excited about X Factor because it's been boosting their energy levels. So that's another thing you talk to your customers about too, and your ambassadors or downline. And then one other thing I wanted to tell you guys, I thought this was interesting too, is X Factor Plus, a great business growth opportunity. And these are some really crazy statistics, but fast food sales have increased 2,000% since 1981. Is that not disgusting? 2,000%. Only 10% of Americans eat the daily recommendation of fruits and vegetables. How sad, right? And then over half of Americans take a multivitamin every day. So we got to get them on the right one, correct? So this is another one I got off PleXus, if you guys can see it. That's a good one too. Shows all those statistics. So I think this X Factor Plus is going to be a really great option for a lot of people. I'm excited to start trying it too. But that's all I had. Did you guys have anything else to share about the X Factor? Has anybody been taking it? Love it? Excited about it? Jenny, do you have anything?
Oh, sorry. Who was go ahead. Was somebody going?
One thing I have to put is it's green. The caplets are green. If I had it out here, I would show you. So like if you want to pack or put everything in one bottle, you know how sometimes it's hard to tell if it's a BioCleanse or Accelerator or ProBio or X Factor used to look like ProBio, so now it's green. So it looks different. But I definitely feel a little pep in my step. In fact, I had to back it down to one a day and kind of split it up. I took two a day today and I feel fine, but I definitely think it's good. So I would say try it for sure. And it goes back to what Jenny said. If you can get them on the triplex and then that next month make sure they've got the X Factor each time. So anyway.
Mm-hmm. What were you going to say, Jenny?
And one of the things they said was with the stats, they said, 50% of Americans are on a multivitamin. It's the most popular supplement sold in the United States, but only 20% of our sales were the X Factor, our X Factor. So it's really interesting. I mean, we definitely market our company differently, but I think with the X Factor Plus, they're really trying to kind of encourage that sales because it is the most popular supplement that people buy. So I think, they really wanted to encourage our X Factor. And so they totally gave it superpowers. So people, can't help but want to try it. It also helps with metabolism too, which is, people always want help with their metabolism. I know that would get me. So anyway, I loved it. I thought it was really cool. I haven't tried it yet, but I like the research that they were doing and the direction that the company is taking.
Great. I love that. So I do know somebody mentioned, I think it was Mary Julian that had mentioned about it was kind of upsetting her tummy. So just for your customers, anytime you get someone like that, have them back down to one, try one first, see how they do, and eat with it. Have a meal with supplements, because I think we get so into, we need to take it, we need to get this in, and we forget to eat with our supplements. So some of us, our bodies are used to it and ready, and we can take the full range of supplements, but we need to remember with people that have made, this is their first time starting some things, they need to eat with those and make sure they're getting something on their stomachs before they try something new. But I think that's a good way to start. So
that is one thing that they did say at convention when Cindy Latham was presenting the X Factor Plus. She did say take it with breakfast, with the meal, and that helps for absorption, because she said a lot of the vitamins that are in there are fat soluble. So you need to have food in your stomach for your body to efficiently absorb it. So she did say to take X Factor Plus with a meal.
Good. That's good to know. I'll make sure everybody knows that too. Yolanda.
I'm ready.
Woo, I love it. Okay, so we'll talk about Consistency Club.
Okay.
I know that we started that when, guys, last convention, correct?
Last convention.
Yeah,
Yes.
we had the 300 and 500 Consistency Club, but I think now they've added the 700 Club, correct?
That's correct.
Okay,
Yes.
and you just tell me what you have added on your notes.
So not only did they add the 700, they added a little twist to the current Consistency Club 3 and 5. So what they're doing, and y'all correct me if I got this wrong because I was taking notes fast, but with Club 300 now, you have to, each month, you're going to be adding one new customer at 50 PV and one ambassador. We did not have that variable before. We did not have to add an ambassador. It was just customers. So one new customer, one new ambassador, and you have to have 300 PV. That is what it takes to qualify you for Club 300. For Club 500, they're going to up it by one. So you're going to have two customers, and it can be retail or preferred, but they do have to have 50 PV in each scenario, or two ambassadors. So 2 and 2 again. And then now you have to have 500 PV. Then you have the 700 Club, which is the new one to the family, and that's going to be 3 customers at 50 PV, 3 ambassadors, and you're going to have 700 PV. Now, also and this is going to be 8 out of 11 months, okay? And the other thing they did that's really beautiful about this is the prizes that they're going to give. Now, see, I didn't do a good job of writing that part down. I think I took a picture of it on my phone, but I know the one I'm shooting for is Club 700, and so you're going to get, like, if you hit Club 500, I think it is, you get a wallet. It's a cute little wallet, and it's going to have, I want to say, $50 in it. If you hit Club 700, you're going to get a wallet with $700 in it.
Oh, wow.
I cannot remember what the prize is for your Club 300, but that's the extent of the notes I have. Does anyone else know what else went with that?
Yolanda,
Mm-hmm.
the Club 300 is the wallet. The Club
Okay.
500 was the tote
Oh.
that went with the wallet.
Okay.
So the Club 300 was the wallet and $50. The Club 500 was like the purse tote with what, $200, and then the Club 700 was another like $700
Yeah.
on top of that. And then
That's what it was. You're right.
And so if you get the 500, you also get the 200s or the Club 300s prize. So you accumulate all the prizes.
So
Yes.
that's 8 out of 11 months.
Yeah.
Correct, to receive this. And
Correct.
there's actually in the back office, there is Consistency Club information. I haven't checked if it's updated since convention, but just so you guys know, you can keep up with all of that in your back office. There will be a little tab under your reports, and it will actually be, right now it still says convention contest. They haven't updated the leaders retreat yet, but in your reports as well, when you drop down, it'll say leaders retreat contest, and then it says Consistency Club, I believe. So you'll be able to keep an eye on that as well as you move along. And then they also did have some of them walk across the stage, no? Or they recognized them and just had them stand up in their seats, I believe. So that's great. I love how they are doing that now too, just as another way for us to get another perk, you know? So Consistency Club, I think that's pretty incredible. I'm going to have Mindy talk about the upgraded Slim. And just give the information on that in case people haven't heard it yet, but I think it's pretty amazing.
Woo-hoo! Yeah, I'm so excited about the new Slim. Of course, we're all very excited about the new Slim and that it's available to everyone now. Woohoo! So, and have you guys been seeing all the testimonies? I mean, there are people that are losing weight and people who are having good gut, stuff happen. Anyways, but there's so many testimonies that are happening right now, and it's only been out for less than a month. So I'm so excited about the new Slim. But so let's talk about why the new Slim is so special. So it's packed with powerful ingredients, just like the original Slim. So it's going to help balance your blood sugar. It's going to help reduce inflammation, and but now it's going to help even more with gut health. So now it includes the clinically demonstrated prebiotic XOS, which is short for a really long word that I'm not going to try to pronounce. But first off, I didn't know that there was a difference between prebiotic and a probiotic. So when people were saying prebiotic, I, of course, was saying, no, it's actually a probiotic. But yeah, I was wrong. So I had to learn what a prebiotic was. So prebiotics are non-digestible fibers that make their way through our digestive system and help good microbes grow and flourish. They act as a fertilizer, selectively feeding good microbes in the gut. So that's what a prebiotic is. So here's what the clinical studies found. So it increases friendly microbes called Akkermansia by 250 times. Now, what that means to us, that helps repair. So Akkermansia, it helps to repair a disturbed metabolism, which is caused by obesity, inflammation, diabetes, illness. So what that means is that it's restoring, it's repairing your metabolism. So it's linked to weight loss. Awesome. It also increases lactobacillus by 365 times and bifidobacterium by 290 times. And these contribute to overall health. It increases butyrate by up to 58% and propionate by up to 29%. And those help regulate your metabolism too. And these critical microbes boost serotonin, so serotonin production, and so that equals happiness. Woohoo! So we got a good gut, we've got your metabolism working really good, and we've got happiness too. So love this. And PleXus Slim is allergen-free, of course. It's gluten-free. It's 100% vegetarian. It's non-GMO. And by the way, the original Slim was non-GMO too, but this one is actually on the bag. So that's exciting. There's no junk, of course, so no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes, which is really important to me and a lot of us naturalists. Well, I try to be a naturalist. And it also mixes really fast in cold water, which we all love. So I also learned that if you want to lose weight, then they recommend that you drink it 30 minutes before a meal. But if you're not needing to lose weight and you just want to, just benefit from all this wonderful stuff, then you can drink it anytime during the day. So that's kind of what I learned. And of course, we all love the new packaging. PleXus rocks. I mean, all of our new packaging, I'm so impressed by all of it. It really looks good. So that's kind of all I wanted to share regarding our awesome PleXus Slim. It's the
awesome.
best.
I'm so excited. Now, okay, so let's get real because we do have a few people saying, I like the old Slim, okay? And I've had a few. So what I've tried to do is just explain to them that for now, it's still available, but there's so much, added benefits to this formula that eventually it could go away, the old Slim. So I've been trying to encourage them to kind of had a couple people that are like, I want to buy the old bag. So I'm like, well, let's buy an old bag and a new bag. And then I want you to kind of alternate in between just to get yourself used to it because eventually it is going to go away. I have a feeling. I don't know for sure, but I'm just guessing. But I do want them to know there's that prebiotic in there and all those benefits that Mindy got to speak about. So I've been just encouraging people to eventually try and get used to the new one. And I have noticed too, and I've read a lot of information, people are getting some different symptoms with this new one, some different occurrences happening. I have some people that are like, oh man, I'm getting a little bit of a headache, or oh man, I'm getting a little bit, somebody had some canker sores. And it's changing the way that our bodies have been working even on the original Slim. Okay, so now we're adding even more benefits. So let people know that just because they're adding this, it doesn't mean they're not going to go through a little bit of process to get their gut healthy, because now we're even adding in new science, new different, new technology. And so you will go through a little bit of a change, and I've done that myself. But I can tell you, this new Slim, I crave it. Like, I want it every single day. I get up and I'm excited to drink it. And so they will get to that point, and let them know, because some people, one of them doesn't love watermelon. I'm like, mix it, but let them know it's not as sweet. And some people did like the sweetness. We have a lot of people that didn't like the sweetness. So play around with it, let them know, and also let them know about the other products too. The X Factor's not going anywhere yet. The probiotic, of course, is here to stay. So let them know nothing's being replaced, because that's a lot of times I'm getting that question. So, is this going away? Is this going to replace this? So for now, we are the same. We've added these products. Nothing's going anywhere. But do let them know that the new science is what these new products have. And so we're wanting to get everybody, everybody's hands on them. And like Jenny was saying with the PV, it's true. BioCleanse stacks up. Even sometimes probiotics stacks up for people. Got people that only stick to one or, maybe two. But it's a good way to get that 100 PV if you do get the people on the new X Factor Plus, or even on the original X Factor, or add in that fourth or fifth product. Okay? Any questions about any of the products before we move on? Amy's going to just talk to us about the rest of how PleXus is going. So I'll turn it over to our Emerald Ambassador, Amy Chiba.
Hey guys. First, let me just tell you, let me get you like what Les Brown said. He said we need to be hungry. And so I want to give you a little difference between my 3 conventions going as an ambassador to my convention going as an Emerald, going as a PleXus Jewel, and some of the differences, which were actually pretty crazy. So first of all, we had a meeting before everything started. So all of the ambassadors are waiting in an enormous, huge line outside, 12,000 to get in, right? And the jewels get to go on the left side and bypass everybody and get, kind of dirty looks from everybody going, where are they going? How come they get to sit down? Okay, that was pretty awesome. So we got to go in to a meeting beforehand, and they had Carrie Wilkerson talked to us, gave us a pep talk, and then they had a panel, CEO, CFO, CIO, and they did a panel for us and just kind of talked about the company, the morals, where we were, sales, things like that, the new system coming out, just did a panel on it. And one of the things that they said no less than 15 times were the words integrity, were the words values. It was pretty amazing. And for those of you that don't know, my background is in audit. And so I'm trained to be skeptical. I'm trained to look for fraud, things like that. Or I was, before I started changing dirty diapers for a living instead. But I was trained to do all that stuff. And one of the main things that we always look for when we went into audit was the tone at the top. Is the tone at the top, are they, do they know integrity? Do they know the values, or are they good about sweeping things under the rug? Is that something that they do? And I will say at PleXus, they do things right at the top for us, for our customers, in our products. Everything. Everything is just around not the bottom line. It's about doing the right thing always. And I can just hear it over and over again when we're listening to the executives just talk about integrity and talk about values. One of the things that they talked about is always, we're wanting to be a legacy company. We've hit that 10-year mark, which is a huge obstacle to get over in startups. You're really rummaging. My husband worked for a startup, and you're trying to get VC money, which they never had to do. They did it on their own. But man, when you're trying to get VC money and then you're running out of VC money and you're not making payroll, how good can you be with your products and your integrity when you're not sure how you're going to pay your people. And PleXus has never, ever, ever dealt with that. And the reason why we're getting all these upgrades in our technology, upgrades in our products, is because we have the money. We have the money to do the research and development that we need to be at the cutting edge and be the best of the best, which is so awesome. I mean, yes, our original Slim was amazing. It was great, but our new upgraded Slim is the work of money and of research and development, because we can do it because we have the money. So I just have to say that, I mean, we're just in the right place. We're in the right place where I feel so good about trusting my health, my family's health. I mean, we're all on these products at my house. I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of y'all are, and your families too. Every kid. And I love being able to trust that whatever product they come out with, you know, it's going to be the best. It's going to be cutting edge. And if any of y'all are worried, I've had a few people message me worried about pushing PleXus and puking PleXus, especially on your customers and things like that. And I totally understand that. And I'm still gonna go with my method that I've always used, which is to start out with the triplex. And actually I'm gonna tweak that a little bit and go with the Amy Paul method of triplex and X Factor Plus. I'm gonna see if they won't go for it, if they're like, oh, I've got a bottle of 500 of my multivitamin, I don't need any multivitamin. Okay, that's fine. Triplex. If I can do triplex and X Factor, that's great. And then add in things, you know, as things come up. Okay, is your goal weight loss? Okay, then maybe we need to talk about if you're an emotional eater and working with the accelerator and things like that. But really, I'm going to do my job, which is us posting about the products, because I still have customers that I post about, you know, having no fish burps, and they want Mega X because I said there's no fish burps. So that's our job. Our job is to post about it, share about it. But when people want to say, okay, what should I start off with? I'm still going to push that triplex, because that is our core of everything. And then I want to add on from there. But a lot of people, I mean, some of my customers, I can't even get them to drink one extra great drink a day. I mean, y'all know, I mean, you want them to be consistent. And so to start out slowly with that triplex is still going to be my go-to method. And then adding on as we go from there, and working with them with their health goals is still how I'm going to do this. It's just that now we have more tools to work with, which is awesome. So that's my spiel. So go PleXus.
Yes, no, I agree with that. And you know, if you're starting out, I don't know I can't see everybody's name on here, but if you're starting out and you are getting overwhelmed, because there are more products than when we started, let us know. One of these, you know, we're all here to pull from each other. We've got nurses, we've got, you know, people changing dirty diapers, right, Amy? We got this. We are down, and we will get you the information. It will take some tweaking. I have changed the way that I take my products from the beginning. I've added things, I've deleted things, I've, you know, changed things up, and that's what's normal for supplementation. That's what you do. So if you need help with that, please let us know, because you will get some people out there with some crazy questions on, you know, I'm getting this reaction, or I'm not feeling so great, or I need this. So let us know. I'm going to post on Generation PleXus how people take their products, because I think it's fascinating to see how many. There's 1,000 of us on that page, by the way, now, guys. 1,000 freaking members on Generation PleXus. I think that's phenomenal. But I think it's really cool to see how many people take it all different ways. So there's not really just one set way. Of course, we're here to give the guideline. The bottle's there to give a guideline, but that's just a guideline. It doesn't mean that's specifically the way you take it, and that's how it's going to be. So I try to explain that to people, not to get married to exactly what they have going on. And Amy from the beginning is always given out, and we need to repost that, Amy, since we have so many new people about the emotional eating and the the thing like that, because that's a good tool too. So
Yeah. And the main thing is I hate when people get bogged down on when exactly to take stuff and then they don't take it at all because they're like, oh, I missed it, so now I'm not going to take it. No, just take it. Like, get it in every day, no matter what. Even if it's right before you went to bed, other than accelerator, edge, or boost. But, you know, just get it in. I mean, it's about taking it every day. Don't get so bogged down in an actual schedule. So
agreed. So you know, and I'm very realistic with people too. I'm like, you got to give this 90 days. Come on, give it a chance, because you will. I have a customer just now, 3 weeks in, she's like, I don't see anything. I'm like, well, you're not going to right away. Some people do, but unfortunately with your situation and the products or the stuff that she's on, prescriptions and the things that she has, it's just not going to happen that fast for her. So be encouraging, but also let them know realistic expectations. That goes a long way when you say, hey, you know, it's at least give it 90 days and then let's revisit. Okay. And like we said, you can add products in, you know, and we can change it up, but let us know. So I'm excited. I think convention went really well. I'm sad I didn't get to go this year, but that's a goal for me next year is to be there. But leaders retreats first, and don't forget about the qualifications for that. Keep an eye on everything and talk to your sponsors and see if we can help you guys reach your goals, okay? And new products. So get your hands on them, try them out so you can let your customers and your downline know what they're all about. And I think that's pretty much it for today. Did you have anything else, Amy? Julianne?
no, I'm good. Y'all keep sharing.
And don't give up.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't quit.
Quit. So, okay, guys, thank you. And I'll post this on our page so you can share it with people, okay? Thanks.
Okay, bye, y'all. Y'all have a good night.